Hey, I'm here to ask you one really important question today. And that question is, if not now, then when? I'm beginning to think that it's just natural human tendency to put things off. And it's different things for different people, so maybe you're putting off your taxes right now and you don't want to jump into them because they're too complicated. Or you've been putting off actually building a personal brand or starting a YouTube channel like this, or posting more often on social media. And so whatever you're putting off, I wanna ask, why are you putting it off? And what's the excuse that you're giving yourself, either consciously or subconsciously, to get yourself out of having to do that right now? So the whole question, if not now, then when, is for people who are just saying, I'll do that in the future. But maybe you don't have the kind of criteria in your head of when that's gonna happen. I don't think that our culture does us any favors here because we're all about just getting to certain milestones in our life. We're there to get to high school, and then to high school we're there to get to graduation. And then we gotta go off to college, and then we're just trying to make it through. We're trying to make it through to the end of the semester, to the end of the year, and then to graduation. And I think I jumped fully into that story as well. I was just looking to get to the next thing, thinking that that was gonna fulfill me, and once I get to that point, a lot of things were just gonna line up and I was going to, become successful in different things that I wanted to do. I wanted to make more videos. I wanted to have more time to do certain things in my life. And after college, that's not what happened. And you've probably experienced that as well, where you kind of expect certain things to happen and things don't just naturally happen. We have to put in the hard work to actually get things done. And that's especially true with things that are kind of more process driven than things like putting off your taxes. If you're putting off your taxes, it's likely that the deadline is gonna help you get motivated to actually get it done. But if you're saying that you wanna get better at public speaking, or you wanna get better at anything, that isn't as measurable and there's not necessarily a deadline for that. And those are the things that are harder. Those are the things that don't give us a deadline, and it's harder to define what success looks like, and typically it's harder to get started. And I'm not trying to tell you that it's gonna be easy, but you might be psyching yourself out. You might be convincing yourself that whatever you're trying to do is gonna be harder than it really is. And what I would say to you is to stop putting that off. Whatever it is, stop putting it off and get started today. Because if you're not gonna do it today, are you really gonna do it? Because you don't really have control over your future self right now. But what you do have, you're watching this video, you have control of yourself in front of you, your attitude right now, and what you're doing with your time right now. And the amazing thing about getting started in something is you don't have to be perfect right away. And you don't have to spend your whole day today doing whatever that is. But maybe you just spend 5 minutes today, and then you plan to spend 10 minutes tomorrow. And then on Friday, you're gonna spend 15 minutes. Every day you increase 5 minutes, and by the time a week or 2 weeks passes by, you're gonna be surprised at how much you're getting done, how much progress you're making, and how much easier it gets once you get started. I was on a webinar last night, and the host was talking about different programs, different coaching programs, and online courses and those sorts of things, and his recommendation was to not buy them. Just stop buying them right now, because whatever you're trying to do, you're going to do it, regardless of what coach is in front of you, who's encouraging you, or what's motivating you. And the flip side that he's getting at is, if you're not gonna do it, you're never gonna do it, no matter who's behind you, who's encouraging you. And at first that was really hard to hear. The things that I've been putting off, there might be some things that I will never actually do because I've been putting them off. And I think that's partially meant to be a motivator, because if you really want to do something, you should get started in it. Again, 5 minutes today. Just get started in it for 5 minutes and then increase from there. I really hesitate to subscribe to some of these kind of hustle mentalities where these people are saying, if you don't want it enough, you're not going to ever do it. That typically makes me feel a little uncomfortable, but today I'm gonna say, if you want something, then go get it. I'm not gonna tell you that if you're putting something off, it's because you don't want it enough. I don't think that that's necessarily true. There's a lot of reasons why you might be putting something off. I'm just telling you, stop putting it off today. So work on your taxes for 5 minutes today, or start that blog, start writing for 5 minutes today. Or you wanna get more sleep at night, go to bed 5 minutes earlier tonight than you normally do. Or you wanna use your phone less, 5 minutes less than you normally do. Start small and start with small steps each day, and you'll be surprised over time how much you can accomplish. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, please hit the like button below. And you can subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the future. All right, I'll see you in the next one.